Hello. Croeso Evi channel. Zoe Uma, and Uma is here in Welsh. Okay. Feel a little nervous. Yeah, I'm kind of looking around. I'm just really conscious that you could see a lot of my room. Yeah, because most of them, apart from the last video, all of them before were like just me sit up on my sofa and you couldn't see. So anyway, just gonna get comfortable here. Yeah, I'm rambling a bit. Yeah, it's because what I'm gonna talk about is something very serious, and it's related to something which the whole world is literally talking about. Even I've been talking about it. Anyway, so where do I begin? This is, I don't know how I'm gonna get the words out, but I can't believe I'm doing this, because I think when I said, I think it's one, might be the first one or second, I can't remember, and I said there's things I want to keep to myself and I didn't want to share, and this one is one of them. Like, I had no plans whatsoever to share this, because one, I didn't think it did affect me. This didn't affect me, and second, there was shame, and I felt like disgusted and maybe a little dirty. How okay, the Menendez, I saw the show on Netflix. What am I, because I literally had a whole video planned about saying it was the show on Netflix. It was disgusting how Eric and Lyle were portrayed, and it was horrible, and it made me feel sick even when I was like making notes trying to prove points of what I'm gonna say about Ryan Murphy. He is a disturbed individual, and he needs to be investigated. He really does, because he has watching it, I was thinking, is this your fantasies, Ryan Murphy? Your perverted fantasies, and you're projecting it on young men who were essayed by their parents and defended themselves, and yet spent with Lyle was the majority of his adult life, because he had a couple of years of being like the early part of his adult life outside of, in the outside world. But with Eric, his entire adult life was because they defended themselves. can't. And when you see the I think it's on the channel Menendez case. I think that's the name of it. I have subscribed to it, where you see all the court, the whole, like all the from the court footage. Yeah, I keep saying a lot because I'm nervous. I want to get the words out because I never planned on mentioning this on YouTube, on my channel. There are people who know, and one of them I told is, oh my god, I don't want to talk about this. I can't mention this. Well, I'm just gonna say this out. One of them I told is no longer here, and and I have I kind of thought I would have burst into tears. I don't mention this. Okay, I'm gonna have to start again. Yeah, this person is no longer here. I'm gonna mention this once and once only. I will not be sharing anything about this person or anything, because that's where pain, like, I would cry, and I get a lot of chest pains and can't speak properly. This person meant a lot to me, more than words can express, and I miss this person for the every day, and I will for the rest of my life. The pain that the pain is, oh, I'm gonna cry now. The pain of losing this person was the worst thing that ever happened to me. And it's been many years, a few years, and I'm not gonna say any more. And please don't ask. I will not, and this is something I will never mention, and I'm never going to go into details. I have a photo I'm holding. It's in this little photo frame of the person close to me, and I'm gonna give it a kiss, and I'm gonna somehow find the strength to actually say. So there's from the Menendez case channel, there's a video short of the judge saying, or he's saying how they did, or asking why And Eric said it's because he told Lyle that his father was, you know, the M word. I don't know if we can say it on YouTube. And I saw that pain. I saw his pain in the video. You know why? I know that pain. Because my dad did it to me. And he done it to me when I was a teenager. And it didn't stop until I ran away at 20 years old. And to all those people that say they are lying, how dare you? Because you are being ignorant. How dare you dismiss what happened to them? How dare you not believe that? There was evidence. And it just makes me angry when people say they could have left. It's not as easy as that. I tried a few times to leave, and I did eventually. And the thing is, when you do leave, do you think it gets okay after that? It does not. Because when you get asked why you did leave, you get the questions like, oh, why don't you go back home? Oh, your family love you. And it never ends. Sometimes I still get it now. Why don't I forgive them? Why don't you forgive them? Why don't you, they love you. Why don't you give them a chance? They had their problems, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm not going to go back to them. And I never will. And I just... And I can only... To be honest, I can't not only just imagine, because I know a little bit. I can understand a little bit of what Lyle and Eric went through. But I don't know. I think, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I can only understand a little bit. And the reason, I don't know, it's partly one of the reasons I've cared, and one of the reasons I care so much, and I do want them to be free. And there's a few other things, even like when I was like learning about them and them as well. As I said, when they were arrested, that was like 5 months before I was born. They were behind bars literally my whole life. And yet we ended up going through what we went through. And Lyle is about a week or something. Yeah, something like about less than a week, couple of days, I don't know. It's like, I can't remember the exact number of days. No, it's like less than a week older than my dad. And Eric is about the same age as my uncle on my mum's side, and Jose and Kitty were evil. I would say beyond evil what they did. I just... And I have a lot to say, but it's YouTube. I don't want to end up getting my channel deleted. I'm not gonna let them win. But all I'm gonna say is Jose wanted to be a senator and was planning on... He would have done it to... He would have harmed so many more children if he hadn't died or been unalived. And to be honest, in my honest opinion, Eric and Lyle saved a lot of kids from one less, you know. I don't know how to say it. Well, you know, well, it is a pedophile. I don't know if we can say it. I don't care if that word isn't allowed to be mentioned on YouTube. And yeah, and Jose is actually the same age as my grandfather's. Well, born in the same year as my grandfather's. Feeling that much connected. But, it's just how something like, well, not just something, things like child abuse, it happens to people from different countries, different races, different religions, different social classes. It's not one particular, and different genders as well, as well, that goes without saying, because of it can happen to anyone, and people dismiss that. I'm feeling a bit, I don't know whether I feel better for saying it. I don't know. I honestly have felt pressured into speaking out, even though it's something I didn't plan on ever sharing it, but it's what it is. I don't know. Think I just don't know what else I could say. I honestly don't know. And honestly, I don't care what people are saying or what people are gonna comment. I'm just gonna tell my truth. This is why I mean, I didn't set up my channel with that intentions of telling my truth. I wanted to make different videos, but because I didn't have the resources to make the type of videos I wanted to make, I just thought I'd share stories, and then I ended up giving my younger self the voice she didn't have, and I hope that it would eventually help somebody, because if I had these videos even up until recently, if I had them, or maybe they were around and I didn't know, but if I did see them, things would have been a lot different for me. And I just hope in the future things would end up a lot more different for the new generation. So I think there's like a new generation being born soon. Is it next year? Gen Beta? I don't know. Having them in that world that we live in now, it's concerning. Very concerning. Right, I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and hopefully well, actually there's one more video I'm gonna make, but I wanted to make. Maybe I'll get onto that, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna say bye for now, and please, I don't know what I'm gonna end the video with. Please, actually I don't know how I'm gonna end the video now. Actually, I think I do know where and what I'm gonna say. Think about what world you want. If you have children, think about what world you would want your grandchildren. Think about what world you would want your future grandchildren, great-grandchildren, etc. to be in. That's all I'm going to end the video with. And that's all I'm going to say. So, bye for now. And think about what I just said.